Welcome back to Venom Assault, where it's otherwise known as Errors Are Us. Yes, of course, a bunch of errors. In the last episode, I knew this was going to happen because it's a very complicated game, and I'm trying to remember everything, and of course I'm screwing things up, and I should reset these back to 0. Alright, we should not have taken out Tuwaz, because I forgot his Venom support cards. I kind of thought I did them, but I didn't. He should have had one more health, one more defense, which means we would have missed him by... would have only had 3 hits against him. He had 5 health. We wouldn't have taken him down. I'm not going to fix that, though. And then when player 2 went, I'm pretty much sure I screwed up this card because this was only supposed to be of the dice we roll. You get successes, automatic successes of the combat dice. You don't just get extra combat dice. I only had 3 dice to roll, and Spectre Wolf had 5 health, so there was no way on earth we could defeat him anyway. But as a penalty for taking out Tuwaz, which we shouldn't have been able to do, I'm going to leave. We got rid of Hollow Point, and we burned the Big Irish card. So that's kind of equalized things out. So Tuwaz should still be out there, but we shouldn't have burned Hollow Point or Big Irish. So I know that doesn't kind of fix anything. I just want to make you aware of those errors. And that's what happened. Sorry about that. Alright, so let's begin again with the commander. Player 1. First thing we do is the event phase. Any global events? No, there's not for that. So we're going to discard the event card. And we're going to draw a new one. Let's hope it's a good one. Sink the Colorado. Freedom Squadron is a decommissioning ceremony for the battleship Colorado. However, Venom shows up to steal the ship. Admiral Kreitz, former Captain of Colorado, betrays Freedom Squadron and allies himself with Venom to save the ship. Freedom Squadron must stop him from harming more innocent people. Global effect. Combat may only occur in water zones. Okay, we can only do combat in water zones this time. Alright, over to the recruit phase. What do we have for player 1? We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the recruit phase. However, in the recruitment phase, we have 6 recruit. We can spend 5 of it to place the top card of the recruitment deck into your discard pile. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to go right ahead and do that. So we just take the top card of the Freedom Squadron. This goes into our discard pile. We get another Inferno. Boom. It's another pretty darn good card. And then we go right into the tactical phase. And we have used this card in the recruitment phase. We could also, it doesn't say choose one, so this would give us +1 dice in an air combat. What we would only end up having, our leader 2, 3, 4, we'd only have 5 dice. In the air we have Jackknife and, or no, in the sea space, sorry, and that's for air. So we would only get 2, we would only have 4 dice. So we could either take on Professor Mortis or Frostbite, and there is no way, even with some teamwork cards, teamwork tactical phase, place 1 card from your hand into the active player. For the active player, return this card to your hand. Oh, we could give them Inferno. Ooh, hang on a second. Well, let me come right back. This is player 2's hand with a really nice ability. I'm going to see if that works for us. We might be able to take on either Professor Mortis or Frostbite. Let me come right back and we'll just make that decision. Alright, I think we are going to go ahead and take on Professor Mortis. There's lots of moving parts I have to try to keep ready. So 3 and 2. We'll start him at 3 health, 2 defense. Let's keep in mind, after combat leader is chosen, discard 1 random freedom support card, then place a top card from your draw deck in there. Okay, we're going to do that, but I'm jumping ahead. Before we do that, we're still in the recruitment phase. We have used the Hornet. That's not going to be in combat, though, because it has no ability to be a support card. That's going to become important. We are going to use double vision for player 2. Teamwork. Recruitment phase. Look at the top 3 cards of your draw deck. Okay, no, she's going to use the teamwork tactical phase. Hang on a second here. Lots and lots of moving parts. We're in the recruitment phase still. So we're still in the recruitment phase. Once per game, use this card to retire a recruit or commando from your hand and place 1 soldier from the training ground into your hand. Player 1 is going to do that. So we're going to take a recruit and we're going to retire it. And we're going to go ahead and grab Flatline, put Flatline in player 1's hand. So that is all valid. All right. And now we are going to move into the tactical phase. And by moving into the tactical phase, we are going to choose Mortis. Mortis has 3 health, 2 defense, 4 support cards. Then we're going to play Double Vision from player 2. Tactical phase, place a card from your hand. To play the active player, return this card to your hand when you're finished. So we're going to give player 1 Inferno, which is then going to be used as the player, which is going to be 4 attack dice. So trying to keep everything coordinated here. So 4 attack dice for Inferno. Actually, we're going to do that after, because now we have support cards for Professor Mortis. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4 support cards. And we're attacking him in the C-zone because that's the only place we can attack. Support card number 1, tactical phase, +1 health for the Pythons, maybe. 2 is a Hydra, lower the combat leader's rating by 1. Okay, I think we could live with that one. Headhunters, tactical phase, +1 defense, lower the combat leader's -1 for every Venom leader you have captured. Oh, sheet. Oh, and I haven't kept track of who beat who. That's going to be bad. Ice Badger. When drawn, discard all freedom support cards and redraw an equal amount of cards. Combat must continue reapplying any Venom leader's abilities. Redraw 1 less card. So hang on a second. Tactical phase. When drawn, discard all freedom support cards. Wow, so that we have to get rid of a Recruit Commando Flatline. So they're going to go into the discard pile and redraw an equal amount of cards. Combat must continue reapplying any Venom leader abilities. Reapplying, so they get to be done twice? No, I don't think so. I don't think that's how it works. So we're going to pull up 3 support. Oh man, this is going downhill fast, very fast. So these are going to be our support. A recruit, yay. Big Irish as a support. Tactical phase. Oh, we're in a C-zone. Wow, he's going to help out a lot. And Inferno, tactical. This is actually not as horrible as I think. Oh, I'm trying to keep everything straight. I'm probably going to screw stuff up. I apologize in advance right now. Okay, we have 4 dice for Inferno, who's leading from player 2. And now we have the 1 die for the recruit. Teamwork tactical phase. Lower the Venom leader's defense by 1. So we will do that down to 1. That's awesome. And we're in a C space. Oh, hang on. Hang on. I screwed it up. We're at the tactical phase. In a C zone, discard 1 Venom support. So Big Irish makes them discard 1 support. And we're gonna discard these guys because they are bad. So we're discarding that Venom support. Okay, so Big Irish comes in big time there. And tactical phase, look at the top 2 cards from your draw deck. You may retire cards to add its recruit value to your combat leaders, or one of the cards to add the recruit value to your leader's attack. Discard any cards not retired. So 2 of them we get to add, or we get to add 2. We get to add 2 dice to our attack, excuse me, our leader. What do we do with that card then? Retire a card. So we're going to retire the commando, and we're going to discard the other commando, giving us 6 dice for Inferno to lead the charge, and 1 die for our recruit. So we have our dice pool set up. Oh my gosh, very complicated. Now we have Pythons, tactical, add 1 health. Excuse me. So we have 4 health. The Hydra, tactical phase, lower the combat leader's dice by 1. So we have to get rid of 1 die from Inferno. And the Ice Badger, we already did that, pretty sure. So where we're sitting, we have 4 health for Professor Mortis at a defense of 2. And we're going to be rolling 6 dice. The odds, I think, I hope, are looking good. Let's get out the dice tray, see if we can take out Professor Mortis. Alright, I think this is good. We have a total of 6 dice. Ones are the only thing that's going to screw us over. There's a 6. So that's a hit. 2 hits. We just need 2 more hits. 3 hits. And oh my god, we nailed him 6 times. Professor Mortis is out of here. Pretty damn sure we nailed his butt to the wall. Let's zoom out and get rid of him. Oh my goodness. Alright, just have to make sure I'm doing everything correct here. So for player 2 again gets Inferno back in his hand. I just wanted everything set up. Alright, so we defeated Professor Mortis. Right on. Took him out. He has no other extra things happening, so he's just gone. And I should keep track of who has taken out what. I'm not sure who took out. Taiwaz was the first one. Heartbreaker was the second. Gorgon was player 2, and Hacker, I think, was player 1. So we have 3 for player 1, 2 for player 2. I guess I didn't know how to keep that. How did this get in here? I thought I replaced these cards. Once more with the apologies, that is supposed to be a specific card, so we're just going to randomly grab a different reward card. So yes, those are scenario-specific cards. We're not supposed to have them in this scenario. Alright, so we get a different one. The Phantom Brigade. Phantom Brigade, Freedom Squadron finds Bijwa that control several ancient ghosts, the hex summoned to fight Venom. These in hand, the squadron uses them to turn the tides of battle. Tactical phase, once per game, use this card to double the final attack of your combat leader in combat this turn. Holy hell. That is freaking awesome. So that's our rewards. Okay, so now we're going to discard the Venom support. Hope I did everything right. I do screw things up a bit in this game. It's very, very sort of complicated. It's the first time I'm playing it through as well. Then we're going to be replacing the event card here. Whoops. That one as they stick together. And we're going to get another Venom leader out here, which is going to be the Chameleon. 3 and 6. Wow. Combat phase, reveal a card from the Venom support deck. For each successful combat die, reroll 1 success for any soldier revealed. Discard all revealed cards for each successful combat die. Oh wow! Holy Jesus! Okay, that's interesting, but nasty. These Venom leaders are not nice. All right, and then we're going to be replacing in here. If I'm doing everything correctly, I hope. Mirage, 6 recruit, 1 recruitment phase. Wow, we'll look at all those details later if we decide to choose her. You could pause the camera, of course, and look. Then we're going to discard all of our cards that we played. Drop 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. We just have 5. A recruit, a recruit, a recruit, flatline, and a commando. Not the greatest of cards. Alright, over we go to player 2, keeping in mind we can only attack C-zones, so we can only attack either Frostbite or the Chameleon. Over we go, player 2. And we haven't found 1 control cube yet. We're supposed to find 4 of them and have Venom Island empty to win the game, and we are sucking major wind, but let's see what we can do. So player 2's got Inferno, recruit, recruit, and recruit. So basically with 0, we have 2, 4, we have 6 recruit points. We can get Mirage, or we can get the Carnage Dome. And that's it. So I guess let's take a closer look at Mirage. What does she do? Recruitment phase, choose one of the following. Look at the face down Venom leader. You may choose to reveal it face up. Reveal face up a reward card under any Venom leader, or look at the top 2 event cards in the event deck. Place them back in any order. I don't really care for that. You know what we're going to do? We're going to go ahead and recruit the Carnage Dome. When this card is recruited, it remains in front of you. It does not count as in play, and teamwork once per turn. So on the commander's turn then, during the recruitment phase, the active player gets +2 recruit, and during the tactical phase, the active player gets, combat leader gets 2 extra dice. This is pretty freaking awesome. So we're going to keep that. For player 2 now, has got the Carnage Dome, where I think Hardcore is in there because he was being bad. Okay, oh my goodness, that takes care of the recruitment phase. We're into the tactical phase. We have to decide if we do want to attack in the C zone. We've got 2 choices, the Chameleon we have Frostbite. Let me take a look at the numbers of the dice and decide if we're going to do that or not. Alright, I've looked long and hard at the Chameleon, and I looked long and hard at Frostbite. We would only be able to roll 7 dice, and I just don't see how we're going to pull anything up. This guy is a defense of 6. We can't lower it at all. So with 7 dice, we'd have to get at least 3 successes. Every success we get, we have to pull a card off the Venom support deck. If it's a soldier, we have to re-roll the success. So we have 7 dice, we'd probably need at least 4, 5, maybe 6 sixes. That's very impossible odds. And with Frostbite, we have to retire a Freedom Squadron card of your choice from those that took place in the battle for every 1 or 6 rolled, which means we would have to, very likely with 7 dice, retire at least 2 or 3, maybe all 4 of our cards, which is going to thin our deck down so much that we're going to be screwed. So attacking either of them, I don't see that as an option. So I hate to do it, but we're just going to pass over the tactical and combat phase. We're going to go to the retirement phase. We're not going to retire any characters. We're into the end of turn phase now. And it's the end of turn phase. Apply global effects. We don't have any end of turn global effects. Discard all Venom support cards. We didn't have any attacks. We're just going to be basically refilling the Freedom Squadron cards. Oh man, not doing too well. I don't know how we're going to win. This is a tough game. The Juggernaut. Costing 7, no recruit, no attack. Teamwork recruitment. Lots of teamwork cards. It's all from the expansion. The active player may draw 2 cards. If at least one of the drawn cards is a soldier, add both to your hand. Otherwise, discard them both. Wow! That is awesome. Or tactical. Tactical phase. +3. And that's both. Holy jumping. That's actually a really good card. However, we are now at the end of the player's turn, so we're just going to draw up our cards. We only have 4, so we have a recruit, a commando, recruit, detox. We have to shuffle our discard pile and hope we get something good for player 2's hand, and they get Inferno again. Alright, that seems pretty good. Seems pretty good. Alright, that's going to be player 2's hand for next episode. Let's keep in mind, though, we do have the Carnage Dome for player 2 now, which means on player 1's turn, once per round, we get to choose for either recruitment phase for player 1, he gets 2 extra recruitment points, or during the tactical phase, the active player's combat leader gains +2 dice. Keep this in mind. I'll try not to forget. Lots of things to keep track of. I hope I haven't screwed anything up too much. If I did, I'll try to catch it in the next episode. Once again, we need to get all 4 power cubes. We have found none. Absolutely none, which is crazy. We still have 2 Venom leaders left in the deck, 7 out here. We have 9. 9 of them, 4 of them have to be the power cubes somewhere. We can't use the ability of the red power cube or the yellow one. They've already been activated through Venom Strikes. So I don't know. We're going to keep going and keep trying to defeat this game if we can. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, likes. Venom Assault. The Villains and Valor expansion. I guess there's one other thing I should mention. There is also medals that come with the expansion. Medals cards. You can pick. You randomly get 2 of them at the start of the game if you want. I didn't go with medals because it just adds another whole layer of complexity, which would probably be even worse. May do that in a future playthrough. So the medals, you can pick 2 of them. Or so you randomly get 2 of them. You pick 1 to keep. It gives you kind of a mini quest for your player to do in the game. If you complete the quest, you get a big bonus. So there's that as well. Like I said, I didn't include that in this playthrough because that's just another layer to the cake that's going to make it even messier. I do apologize for errors I'm making. I'm trying my best. Like I said, this is the first time I'm kind of playing this through, so bear with me. We will be playing it again. There's, I think, 13 different scenarios that come with the game, plus the expansion. There's 3 in the expansion, 10 in the base game, which is tons of replayability. You can see the stacks of cards here are absolutely massive. There's not a ton of duplicates. Maybe 20 cards are duplicated in the deck, which means like 200 of them are unique, so that makes it different every time. Venom support's got a lot more duplicates than the Freedom Squadron. And there's, again, I think 40 or something Venom leaders. You pick 14 in the game. So huge variability. Same with the event deck is huge. I like the replayability of the game, so we'll see what happens. So thanks so much, and yeah, we'll see you in the next episode.